All right, finally, we're back. Let's talk about the draft. First off, hi, I'm LescoPen17, back at you with another video. You can probably actually hear me now. You can probably see that my camera's like way better because I have a Galaxy S21. Yeah, new things happening. Cool. Let's talk about the draft real quick. Last time I left off when it came to the Steelers, I figured I could actually do this and record and just do straight to. That might be a little bit easier because I don't have to do a lot of editing for this. I could just flat out talk about how I feel, and there you go. So let's talk. How did our draft go? Well, I talked about Mitch Trubisky. We had Mitch Trubisky, and then we would have Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins and Josh Jacobs. Well, let's just talk about that. Because before we get to the draft, we need to talk about everything that has freaking happened. So first off, Josh Dobbs pulled a... I'm not going to necessarily say that because it was for him. He pulled a move and went to Cleveland. He signed with Cleveland. Even though Deshaun Watson signed with Cleveland, I don't know. So he went to Cleveland, whatever. So he's gone. There's three more. Well, now there's two quarterbacks, right? Or three quarterbacks. Mitch, who we already talked about last time, Mason, and Dwayne Haskins. Well, Dwayne Haskins, if you haven't already heard about what happened with Dwayne Haskins, I encourage you to read up on it as more and more comes out about this story. Because actually, currently, it is May 4th. That happened, I think, over a month ago already. Dwayne, rest his soul, man. He passed away, was hit by a car on a freeway down in Florida. God rest his soul, man. It's the jersey's coming. Like, my parents get mad at me for buying all these jerseys and whatever, but it's definitely happening. I liked Dwayne Haskins a lot. And I honestly thought it was a really good opportunity for him to win the starting position. With the situation we were in, because Mitch wasn't a guarantee. And I still like Mitch. And whoever wins it, whatever. But God rest your soul. Dwayne Haskins Jr. Rest in peace, brother. So now there's Mason and Mitch. Well, Mason's probably getting traded now. Because the Steelers drafted two SpongeBob reference there, two quarterbacks, but the one that we're here to actually talk about, because I don't know a lot about the other one, and I'm not allowed to put a bunch of fake news and false information out. Fake news is not going to be here. If I don't know something, from now on, I'm going to start telling you, hey, I don't know it. I don't know what they're going to do. Let's talk about Kenny Pickett, though. I like Kenny Pickett. And if you were over on the TJ 2400 Productions live stream that Jake and I were doing, you'll know that I lost my mind when they drafted Kenny Pickett. My dad texted me that I was being too loud. You know, the whole shebang, right? And so I like this guy. Let's just be honest. Okay, maybe it's just me being a Yinzer and just, the Stiller football is going to be alive because people from Pittsburgh come over to the Steelers, and there you go. But this kid came out of the University of Pittsburgh. He might have small hands, but he's got a big heart, and his reaction, you could tell, literally, they called him after they drafted him, and were like, how long is it going to be till can you be here? When can you be here? And Kenny was just like, now. I can literally show up right now. You fly me in. And he flew him in. He was literally there like that. And I like him, and I like the second-round draft pick, which I'm not here to talk about all of the draft picks because I'm literally here to talk about Kenny Pickett. But between him and Pickett and Pickens, that's going to get really, really difficult to say after a while. But I like it. I really, really do. People are like, no, you needed offensive line. I think the Steelers had a really good draft, and I think you can shut up whoever you are. They got 3 offensive linemen, whether in free agency and all this other stuff. They took care of their offensive line. They're obviously more competent than we are, So I trust what they're doing. I'm glad they took Kenny Pickett. I like the pick. And anybody who doesn't like the pick can take a big bite out of my butt. Moving on with why I like Kenny Pickett so much, other than the fact that I'm a Yinzer and I'm just homering this entire thing. Well, I mean, the kid can move. He can move. He can definitely throw the ball too. He's no Malik Willis, but I didn't want Willis. Guys, I didn't want Willis. And I didn't really know where my stance was, and I know at a time, I did want Willis if we couldn't get Pickett, but Pickett was always on my list. He was my guy. And I was like, the Steelers aren't going to wait. They're not going to wait till next year. They're not. Kenny Pickett is literally on the board. You think they're going to let them, you think they're going to let us die like they did when they didn't take Dan Marino, and the whole Steelers fan base was just like, oh my God, like you got stabbed? No, we're not doing that again. I think they already knew that. I'm really, really glad. Really, really, really glad. And I can't stress it enough. Guys, for the love of everything good in this world, we got to stop acting like, I see all these Steelers fan pages out here going like, oh, well, I don't like this. We need an offensive line. Dude, they took care of it. Shut up. Literally shut up. All these old men and old people going, it's not Steelers football like it was one time when Terry Bradshaw was the quarterback. What the hell are you doing? You understand it's 2022 and the game is played completely different, right? Like, you gotta understand, like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I can understand some things. I'm not really a fan of Mike Tomlin. I'll be the first one to tell you. I mean, yes, he's accomplished, but he hasn't done anything since 2011. Sorry, he hasn't done anything since 2011 when we lost to the Packers in the Super Bowl. But that's it. That's just my little rant on the Steelers and me just homering and saying I love Kenny Pickett, and me and my friends are like hype. I bought a Kenny Pickett jersey already. I got told that I wasn't allowed to do it, or that not that I wasn't allowed to do it because they know they can't tell me anything. But I told it was a bad decision and I shouldn't have done it. But guess what? I did it anyway because I love Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is my boy. He is my profile picture on a lot of things that you guys aren't allowed to have. And cool. Kenny Pickett. I give you guys a sign off here. I'm out. See ya.